สวัสดีค่ะ I'm สดชื่น Lim Green Guy and welcome to Be My Guest, the program that brings you successful stories of institutions and entrepreneurs in both international and domestic arena. In today's episode, our guests will be telling us how they participated and won awards from the 11th Robot Design Contest 2018 or RDC 2018. Let's hear more about it now.In today's episode, we are joined by อาจารย์ Dr. สุรัตน์ ขวัญเมือง Assistant Dean of Faculty of Engineering จุฬาลงกรณ์ University สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ
Thank you for joining us today. So first of all, let me ask you about the competition that has passed recently, which is called the Robot Design Contest. Can you tell us a little bit about this contest itself?
Yes, the Robot Design Contest. We have been holding this competition for 11th year now. So each year it has the own themes. So for this year we focus on smart manufacturing for Thai societies.
I see.
So the main goal is for let the students in undergrad, maybe the second year or third year student come to Chulalongkorn University to meet with their new teammates. So we want them. We learn that the best way for students to learn is actually to hands-on activity. So they have to work by themselves.
Yes.
So we want them to learn how to build a robot. So the best way is to let them build the robot themselves.
Okay.
So this is the origin of the Robot Design Contest competition.
I see. So you mentioned that there are also students from other institutions as well.
Yes.
So they come here, they apply to be part of the program, or how does it work?
They apply to be in the program, but in this competition it's national level, so we cannot do it alone. Actually, we Chulalongkorn University partner with the National Meteorology Center, MTech, and then we also partner with Chiang Mai University, Suratnari University, and Prince Songkla University as we call it regional host to host the RDC in northern, eastern, and southern region of Thailand. So students in outside of in northern and in other part of country can also join the RDC competition in regional level.
I see. So when they come to be part of this contest itself, so how do they make each other into one group? Because of course they don't know each other from before. So how do they choose their teammates?
Yes, this is the we call it the magic of RDC. Yes, because all the students that came to our competitions, we split them into groups. Shuffling, actually, we randomly select them into groups.
So you're the one who select the teams
randomly.
For them.
Yes.
I see.
So we want to emulate the working environment in real life, right? When you get into a company, you cannot choose your teammates.
Of course.
It come from every university. So here in RDC as well. So they come to the competition. We randomly select their teammates, so that they have to learn how to work with other people.
I see. It's a great idea. They have no choice. They would just have to live with whatever they were given.
Yes.
So in this case, we already know how the teams are created. Let's talk about the theme of the contest this year. So how's it different from the other years?
Last year we focused on agriculture of Thailand. So we we let the students build the robot for smart agriculture. But this year we learned that Thailand we now focus on industrial. So we want to go to industrial 4.0. So we want to have an industry that has more efficiencies, less cost, maybe labor cost. So we need more robots or more automation. So that's why we set a main theme of this year to be smart manufacturing.
I see. So in this contest, how do you judge each team? What are you looking for?
Students came to the competition. The competition lasts for 3 weeks.
That's a long time.
That's a long time for students.
Yes.
So that's why it has to be held in summer, in
Yeah.
summertime and during
Okay.
the break. But the first week, we teach them how to build a robot. So we teach them how to
From scratch?
From scratch, yes.
I see.
We teach them how to have a creative thinking, creative idea. We teach them how to make program a robot, and then we teach them how to build, like to assembly, design and build a robot. So this
see.
is for the first week.
Okay. For 7 days.
For
That's what they do.
Yes.
I
And
see.
then the end of the first week, we took them to Got Si Chang
Okay.
to learn that actually, if you're looking for the industry, actually
Okay.
you have to look for the environmental too.
Yeah, of course.
Is it on the other side of the coin? So
Yes.
you want to improve the industry, you have to take care of the environmental as well.
Yes.
So we took them to the Got Si Chang to see the beach, to collect all the garbage on the beach, so that they know that this is the industry impact
Yes.
the environmental of Thailand.
I
So
see.
the first week is more like a learning experience for
I see,
students.
I see.
And then the second and third weeks, we let them build their own robot from
Okay.
scratch.
So basically, they have 14 days
They
to
ha-
create this
Yes.
robot.
14
I
days.
See. I see.
From 8 o'clock in the morning to maybe 6 in the afternoon.
So how many teams are there in this year contest?
This year we have 16 teams,
Okay. And each team comprises of how many students?
4 to 5 students.
Okay.
So
I
in
see.
total, we have 68 students total from 35 universities
I see.
all around Thailand.
And how many categories do you have in this contest, or is there only one category?
We have just like any competition, we
Okay.
have like the first prize, second prize, third and fourth. But we also have a best design category as well.
I
So we learned from 11 years that we hold this competition, we learned that sometimes the best design is not the one who win, because there are any other aspect as well, like the drivers,
Yeah.
maybe just pure luck.
I see.
So we want to add
Yeah.
a prize, a category of best design.
I
That
see.
we look into the design, but we don't look at the competition result, just at the design.
I see. So these students here, after this competition, which has already ended basically, they will be going to another competition in Japan this year.
Yes.
So who are these students who are going? Are they the winners, or how do you select them?
The winner.
The winners?
Yes. This year we take one team from the
Okay.
winner to
Okay.
Japan to the other competition we call International Design Contest.
Okay.
So IDC is basically the same competition
Yeah.
here that we hold in Thailand, but in international level.
I see.
So we have a student from US, from MIT, Korea, Egypt, Singapore, and many other countries
over the world.
all over the world. Yep.
I see.
They came to the they're gonna come to the competition in Tokyo, and then they're gonna split into groups randomly, just
Again.
like again. Yes.
I see.
So now instead of having to work with other people in the same language,
It's even harder now.
It's harder, yes.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be excited. You get to
Yes.
meet new people, new languages, and
Yes.
everything. And what is the theme? Is it the same as in Thailand?
No, it depends on the each year is different,
Oh.
so we don't know yet.
Oh, okay. So it's a surprise, basically.
Yes.
So how are you preparing for the students here for this competition?
For the technical skill, they have enough.
Okay.
Yeah, they know how to build a robot.
Okay.
But if we have to prepare them, we can prepare them for the cultural, like how to get make friends with other people that not speaking the same language as
Yeah.
you. How
I
to
see.
present your own design, their own ideas. How to listen to other people's ideas.
Basically socializing
Socialize,
skills.
yeah, socialize
I
skill.
see. So, you've been mentioning that there is already, this contest has been held for 11 years. So, and you've been sending, your students into the international level as well. So how many times have you won? Have you ever won an award?
It's hard to say how many times we won, because when we get into international level,
Yeah.
our team split
Yes,
into
yes.
many groups. So last year in China, we went to China.
Yeah.
So our student won the second prize One of the student won a second
their
prize.
team.
Yeah, in their team.
Okay.
Yes.
What was their robot? What was their robot about?
Last year in China, they called it the Silk Road. So basically, the student has to build robot to carry goods
Okay.
from one place to another, and then
Okay.
takes the goods back
Okay.
and forth. But the terrain is a little difficult.
Just like the Silk Road, basically.
Yeah.
I see. Well, that's quite successful, for a student to receive an award.
Yes.
And so, what do you do with the winning robot from this competition, from the national competition? Do you put it to use, or it's just for show?
We keep it for inspirational,
Okay.
like for other students to see that, oh, this is what other people have done. So, and then they can see that it's not that much difficult.
Yeah.
They can learn how to do that.
I see.
If other people can learn how to build a robot in 14 days and build it, they can do
Yeah.
it as well.
Yeah.
So we keep it.
Yeah, that's good actually, because some people might think, what, they cannot create a robot in 14 days, but when they see it, they have an idea,
Yeah.
and then they can try to do it as well.
Yes.
Well, thank you for joining us in this segment. In the
you.
next segment, we will talk to your students and find out more about their robot.
Thank you very much. ขอบคุณครับ
Welcome back to the program. In this segment, we will be talking to the winners of the competition and asking them about their robots. สวัสดีค่ะ Thank you for joining us. First of all, let me ask you to introduce yourselves, where you study, and your names.
My name is Panthon Triwattana, and I am engineer student from Thammasat University.
My name is Jiratongpan. I am Paul Xiao, เฉลิมพระเกียรติ Universal 50 Com Sci.
I see. So how many people are in your team?
There are 4 people in my teams.
I see. So you had like 14 days to create this robot, basically. So can you tell us a little bit about the idea behind this robot, and how long did you create this?
So the first robot, the idea is that it will pick up the battery from its front side and place the battery on the other side.
Okay.
And for another robot, we design it to lift up the battery pack, which means that it have to pick up a lot of weight. So we use some mechanical advantage to be able to help the motor to be able to pick the battery up.
I see. So the competition, they ask you to create 2 robots. And the difference between the two basically is this one is helping with the manufacturing line, and this one is basically just carrying objects around. You told me earlier that this one has 2 fronts. So can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes, so in the programming, we will determine the front by how I control it. So there will be one switch that will control where the front is.
Okay.
So I can move the robot forward, and after I press a button, it will pick the battery up,
Okay.
and it will automatically change its front side it will reverse the front side.
I see. So it will just like go back and forth, just
Correct.
like that.
Correct.
I see. So how long did it take you to create this robot, this 2?
Well, we used around 10 days to create a robot, and after that we try to practice controlling it, fixing the program, some bugs, and some idea that will help the robot
To make it better, basically, to perfect it. I see. So in your team, 4 of you come from all different places, and you didn't know each other before. Did you find it difficult to work together?
somewhat difficult to understand who did what better. So we try to understand how other people interact. So what are they good at? So and then bring their best point up.
I see. Well, that's a bit hard, but you did well by winning the competition. And now you're going to have the next competition in Japan again. So how are you preparing yourselves?
First of all, majority of my teammates have problem with speaking English, so that will be their task.
Okay.
But for me, I guess I have to practice computer engineering or programming.
Okay, so that's what you consider your weak point.
Right.
And what about you? how are you preparing yourself for the competition in Japan?
I try for language
I see. So,
and I study at comsci. I don't know engineering.
oh, okay. So you starting here, like the engineering, everything you learn from here.
Yes.
I see. Very interesting. So, talking a little bit more about your work here, how did you feel after you know that you've won the competition with your robot?
Well, it's kind of
Did you expect it? Is the better question.
I expected it somewhat, so
Okay.
I expect that our team will win that
Okay.
competition
Why? What made you like have that feeling?
because I feel that my teammates are very capable of creating a winning robot. So, and when we first tried it out,
Yeah.
we feel like our robot is very easy to control,
Okay.
which I have
Easy to
Right.
control, meaning with the remote, or you mean like the whole function of it?
like the technique in which
I see.
we
It's simple, you
Right.
mean? Okay, so it's not that complicated. So this remote here is super huge right here. So basically just move up and down, or how do you actually use it?
So we reserve two of its channel for controlling the wheel. So forward and backward, left and right. That is some basic of the robot. And we have two switches, which one will grip the battery and another will move this whole thing up.
Okay. Very interesting indeed. Well, thank you for coming in and sharing with us the information and telling us about the robot. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you.
Welcome back to the program. Well, welcome to the program here. First of all, let me ask you guys to introduce yourself and where you're studying right now.
Okay. My name is Sipapat Suwantham from Chulalongkorn University.
Okay.
My name is สมศักดิ์ Chana from มหานคร University.
Okay. So, can you tell us what awards were you given for your project here?
The best award, this
Okay.
best design award, and second running up award.
I see. So, how long did it take you to create this robot here?
It's about 14 days. About that.
I see. So, how did this idea? I know that you already were given a concept
Yes.
already of what to do, but how did the idea of these two robots come to you?
It come from many people, our people in the team, in my
Okay,
team.
okay.
Yes, that they maybe
Discuss each with
discuss
each other?
an idea.
I see.
Yeah. That like our robot
Yeah.
come from many ideas from other people.
I see. I see. So you've been talking to each other in the team,
Yes.
and then come up with this. So
Yes.
how does it work here? So there are two robots, and they function a little bit differently, basically. So how does this one work?
From first robot is it's called a manual robot.
Okay.
That can start with a control.
Okay, so you use the remote to control this robot.
Yes. So this robot work. Okay. For the first is
The hand.
Is it the hand or
What do
the-
you call it? The
call it
clipper?
gripper.
Gripper.
Yes.
Okay.
This gripper can
Pick up.
pick up the battery for the mission
Okay.
that RDC
I see.
tell us. Yes.
So lift it up
That lift it up and can be rotate
90 degrees.
90 degree and one
I
118 degree.
Okay, so it can just like flip
Yeah, flip it up.
180 degrees.
Yes, something
Okay,
like
I
that.
see. And then it will put the battery onto the socket that it's supposed to be.
Yes.
Okay, I see. So what about this one here? It looks a bit different than that one. It doesn't have like the gripper here, but it has something different. So can you tell us about this?
This is called auto robot. Yeah, that
Okay.
it will be walk by the sensor, the magnetic sensor.
Okay.
Yeah, that
And is it to lift heavier objects or
Yeah,
just any objects, or it's for heavy?
it live it a package they call package that
Okay. Yeah, it looks like it because it's like a slide under
yes.
this object there.
it will slide under the package and lift it up. Something like
Okay,
that.
I see. But is it more suitable for heavier objects, or it's suitable for anything in your opinion?
It only take the heavier.
Oh, it's better for a heavier
for
object.
yes
I see.
because it's very slow for
Ah.
lift it up and down.
Okay, I can imagine because it takes like time to
Yeah,
move
take
up
time.
and down. I see. So let's talk a little bit more about your team. How many team members do you have in your team?
Four
Four people?
members. Yeah,
And
four people.
everyone comes from different universities.
Yes.
And you did not know each other from before.
No, I didn't.
So do you find it hard to work with someone you don't know and you don't know their skill? You don't know anything about them. So do you find it difficult to work and to create something like this?
At first, it may be hard to talk with another people that
You don't know.
I don't know before. But for my team, just one day they can we can talk together that very very smooth.
I
Yes.
see. So you get along very well
Yes.
working together. Very lucky because not knowing
Yes,
each
very
other,
lucky.
it's quite hard to some people might not get along and you don't
Yes.
understand them, or it takes time. But lucky that you get to know each other and work together.
Yes.
So talking about the awards you were given 2 awards here. How do you feel receiving these awards? Did you expect it? Did you think you would get this award?
Oh, I don't
No?
think that because I'm just do my best. Yes, do for the best I can do.
I
Something,
see.
but when I get award
Yeah.
for the second running up, that I think I'm very impressed that because it's my first competition, a contest
Yeah.
that I
It is
come to
very
join.
impressive. And you got the best design as well,
Yes.
right? And how do you feel about that?
Oh, when I got the best design, my team come up. Oh, how
Like
can I get
surprise?
yes surprise? But how we can get this award?
But what do you think your team were chosen for the best awards among other teams? What is the thing that is different from other team, in your opinion?
I think the lift that
This
because-
one?
Yeah, that we have the pulley that because this lift
Yeah.
is very smooth to
Move up and down.
move up and down and
Okay.
put up the package on the container.
I see.
Because some team may have a problem that they can
They use
put
a
the
different.
package in the container.
Okay, so other team, I don't think I've been talking to another team. Their robot is more like a gripper, but I didn't see anything like this yet. So I
Yes.
think yours is a bit different, and that's
it is.
why maybe you were chosen for that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great. Actually, it's a very impressive object here. So after the competition, how do you feel from winning the award, and what do you feel like you learned from this competition?
I learned a lot of things like how to coding the robot or how to make the robot from zero, from the first. And more importantly is I have a new friend that very kind.
I see.
Yes.
And you will keep in touch after this contest? Will you still be friends with them
Yes.
after this?
Absolutely yes.
Yes, that's
I always talk to the guy who at Chiang Mai and at the Songkhla.
Also, they're from other provinces.
yes.
Okay. And are you gonna meet up and keep in touch? That's great.
Yes.
You make new friends and you learn a new skill as well. Well, thank you so much for coming in and sharing with us
Thank you.
your story here. ขอบคุณค่ะ University students representing countries all over the world gathered up for the next competition. And this year, the green team will be representing Thailand and showcasing their robots to the world. We wish them the best of luck and come back a winner just like they did here. And that's all the time we have for this episode. Thank you for tuning in. See you again next time. สวัสดีค่ะ